Hey everyone, Jax is back for round number 5 of the Beginners Tutorial Series number 5. And today we're going to go over windows. I'm going to show you how to make 3 different types of windows. And one's going to be very basic, one's going to be in the middle, and one's going to be a little more advanced. Now we're not going to go into too much detail on windows because I think you guys could take it from here. But let's get started. So we're going to take a little walkway through our Hall of Heroes here. And walk right over our tutorial station. And I missed. Oop. So we have our 3 walls here. They're each 1, 2, 3 by 5 high. Alright. So the first window I'm going to show you guys how to make is a very simple square window. We're going to take out the 3 in the middle. What we're going to do is we're going to copy this edge right here. And we're going to bring it in 0.125. And then we're going to stretch it outward the 0.125. And then we'll bring it right over to this edge right over here. And we're going to take these all the way up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab this bottom one right here. We're going to copy that one. We will bring it up 0.125. Then we will shrink it in 125. Shrink it all the way up. Pull it out. And then we're going to take this one up to the top. Like so. Alright. Then we're going to grab our paint and we're going to paint this one black metal because we just want a black metal window. Just like so. Then we're going to come down here. We're going to copy this. We're going to grab our glass primitive, like so. And we're going to shrink it in. We're going to bring it all the way up. Like so. And then we're going to shrink it in this way. And that's about 1/4 wide. Yep. Right down the center where we want it. And we're going to lock that in place. Right in the center. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab this piece again. Now we're going to shrink down to 0.0625. And we're going to bump it up to where it's flush. Take it up to where it's just about flush. Might be a little taller, it's okay. And we're going to shrink this in pretty close to the window. right about so. And then what we're going to do is, since this is pretty dead even, bring that in some. That should be about dead even. So what we do is go half distance. We need a half and a quarter, so 3/4 distance. And that's slightly off. They all need to come down. And that's dead on. And that is a simple square window. Nice little outset. Very simple design, right? Next one, what we're going to do is we're going to make a rounded one. Take out our 3 pieces. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. We're going to copy that piece to work off of it. We are going to go to our cylinder clipped cuboid. We'll rotate this up to 90. Over. Right into place. And that is dead on it. Rotate that 180 degrees. Same thing. And then we're going to come down here. We're going to grab our glass. Take it to a quarter. Shrink it all the way in the center. Bring it all the way up. Like so. Then we're going to come back down here. Copy up this. 0.0625. We're going to shrink that in. We're going to bring it up pretty flush. Like so. Take it up to the top. Just like so, like that. And then we're going to shrink it in close to the glass. And then we're going to rotate it. And this is how you want to make these windows shaped, because they always have support right at the edge of that curve. All right. So then we're going to go to 0.03125. And we're going to shrink this piece in one like that. And to make it pretty even, drop it down default, hit the G button, grab the paint button, go to concrete, and that is the wrong color concrete. But there we go. Nice, beautiful, rounded window. Now let's get into a more difficult window. Take out those three in the middle. Now we're going to take these, bring them over a quarter, bring that one over a quarter, bring that one over a quarter, delete these three. Now this is the pivot move I showed you guys before. You copy, move the pivot to the middle, and then we're going to mirror off the yellow piece. Then we're going to take this piece right here, bring it over a quarter, shrink it. Let's do that the right way. Lock that place in. Bring it over a quarter. Then what we're going to do, we're going to pull it out 1.25. Right? Then we're going to go default snapping. Take it up one. Copy these two pieces. Take it to a quarter. And put them in place. Then what we're going to do, is we are going to grab our curved cuboid right here in the middle. I believe this one's wide enough to do it with. Let's try the next wider one up. That actually should do it. What we're going to do is we're going to take this to a half. We're going to suck that all the way down. Okay, so we need to go to a 0.125. like so. We're going to widen it out, like so. Lock that into place. And those are perfect. But yet, we have a gap here. So let me show you how we handle a gap. This is where you get the fanciness involved, right? We're going to come over here. And we do this with all sorts of shapes. We do this with one of these, like so. Or we do this with this triangle. Let's try the round piece. Kind of like the shape. There we go. Now it's obviously way too big, so we'll bring it in. Just want to make it a tad smaller. Looks pretty good right there. And we'll pull this out so we're not Z-fighting. Just like so. And the great thing is, we already have something in place that we could pull over and fill in those gaps with. Grab one of these right here. Snap that into place right here. Snap that into place right there. Make sure there's no gaps. And let's paint it. See what happens. So we need to paint these brick. Those turned out nicely. And we're going to paint this a green sea foam. So we need to bring our bottom up. Let's do that one real quick. Send it out. Paint that piece also. And we have a gorgeous frame with a slight design in it. And let's grab this piece right here. Go to our glass. And we're going to take this in to a half. When you take in 2/4, it ends up being a half, just so you guys know. Just like so with that. Then we're going to grab this piece right here. We're going to copy that one. 0.0625, which should send this straight down the middle up top there. Now let's have to do that again because my guy walked away. And what we're going to do right here is we're going to paint so we can see where our lineup's going to be, because you always set to the edge of the curve. Reason being because in real life that's how windows are. They always support the curve, right? Lock that one in. Default snapping should bring us right in the middle. It's a little bit off, so this piece can go up one. And we actually need to shrink that in one. No Z fighting for us. Dead center. Painting it green. And we got 3 amazing windows. Now you guys get to see a square window, a nice little round top window. We could have done a full circle there if we wanted, but just a round top window. And then we're going to see a little more advanced window with some bevels out and things like that, and a little design up top in the center. So for your guys' challenge this week, I want to see you guys come up with some window designs and go ahead and display them in the comments and show me what you got. Show me what you guys are learning. I've had a couple people post so far, but I know there's a lot more of you guys watching, and I definitely want to see what people are learning from this and taking from this. So that way I know where to go next. Well, anyways, you guys have a great rest of your afternoon. Jax, out.